Boom! What's up, guys? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, Chris Gethin, caged muscle, up in the house. Y'all want that pump? Y'all been training hard. You don't want to give up the gym. You don't want to give up that pump, that feeling. Chris has the workout for you.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is much like a flushing, pumping week of workouts. Sometimes, you do build up a lot of inflammation throughout, very heavy lifting, especially if it's intense, maybe, HIIT type training, heavy duty. And occasionally it is good to kind of back off and take time out of the gym. However, physically, you want to remain active. So I do like to train for therapeutic purposes. It's a necessity for me. So during that active phase, I like to come back into the gym and really utilize this point to reduce myself of inflammation, but keep the synovial fluid there, keep the activity within the muscle, get that pump, and really use this time to expand upon what we're always doing, but not to a point that you're reaching failure. You're probably reaching around 70% of failure. You're maintaining the muscle, you're maintaining that necessity of that therapeutic value that we all get from training, and getting that endorphin rush by giving the body some active rest.
That's it. So we're gonna come in, get it done, high rep, a lot of blood flow, a lot of pump. It's a great workout if you're gonna go to the club afterwards, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, exactly. The set that we'll be doing is an incline cable fly, really working on that contraction at the top, and more so than anything, as I said, we're working on getting the pump. Then we're gonna go to a flat dumbbell press here immediately. This is a giant set. And then we go to a partial decline press against, or push up I should say, against a dumbbell rack.
There you go, so let's get it on. This is round number 1.
So, all right, let's hit it.
It's not a game.
Okay, as you can see, just after 2 giant sets and 1 single triple drop set, we are getting a decent pump here already. Here's one we prepared earlier. Now we're going on to our second giant set of 2 sets, then finishing with the last exercise. But just to go through that giant set, what we're going to do is a standing cable crossover, hit the lower pecs, then we're going to go straight onto the incline press, the machine over there to really target right underneath the clavicles. Then we're going to finish again with a partial movement. That partial movement is going to be now an incline push-up, so feet on the bench and then pushing that shit out. Okay, so that's our giant set. All right, kids, so we've just finished chest now. We had 2 circuits of giant sets, and we had the axle, so what is it, 7 exercises there, plenty of sets. Now we're gonna go into triceps. Triceps have pretty much been warmed up, especially from the compound pressing movements, so it's rude not to do triceps then. So we're gonna start off with the incline cable extensions, or lying extensions. Then we are going to move on to a dip, free weight dip exercise. Then we're going to finish off with another partial movement, which is going to be a close grip push-ups. Going to try to get to 15. Let's see how we go after fatigue sets in.
Dips are going to be tough to hit 15.
What weight are you now?
230-ish.
Sucks to be you, man. I'm all right. We are going on to our second giant set now, so we're going to be doing the overhead extension with this funny attachment that we've got here. Do you know what the name of that is?
It's a funny attachment, and you can use a rope or any other attachment if you have it.
If I see toys in other gyms, of course, I like to play with toys. I'm going to take advantage of it. It's the only place that I can take advantage of toys and abuse myself in a legal manner. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And then we're going to go on to the incline press here with the bar. So it's going to be a close grip bench press as well. Make sure that the elbows are tight, that you don't flare out and engage the pectorals. And then we're going to finish off with the bench dips with a partial. Again, these finishing movements are just partials. We're just trying to get the blood in there. I'm not worried about the full range of motion before the haters come on and blast my ass. It's a partial movement, okay? Not swinging, partial. Let's get into that. Chest and triceps done. How long that take? Maybe 40 minutes or something? 50 maximum. But you know, we were posing, we were talking about the price of butter every now and again, but now you get in, you just get a pump, you let it flush the muscle. Okay, sometimes you may have to go a little bit heavier than like your 70-80% as fatigue sets in, but it's instinctive. You get the reps that you set for yourself and you just get in here and get out. It isn't all about reaching failure with this workout. Remember, hold yourself back. It's all about getting a pump in the muscle, flushing the joints with fluid, making sure that your tendons and ligaments do stay strong when you take time out. So when you come back into the gym, you're hitting the ground running. You know, a lot of the time you'll see bodybuilders have any tears or any problems or any injuries, primarily because like the tendons and ligaments haven't been conditioned to stay strong all the time. That's why when you do take time out, sometimes it's good to continue to come into the gym and do at least something. Taking time out altogether, then coming back in can be an injury waiting to happen. All right, so that's it for day one of this pump and flushing workout.